Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. It is a gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in South Africa. It is the end of the month, the end of July, and I feel like doing some uplifting readings. So I have the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck on the table today. It's a silly tarot deck, it's a novelty tarot deck. We are very far away from Christmas. We are 6 months away from Christmas, but we are looking at the Harkles 12 Days of Hell. So I thought, well, there's normally 12 days of Christmas, but we have 12 days of hell according to Daniela Elsa. She's a royal reporter, not one of the royal rota. I think she comes from New Zealand. She started out life being quite pro Harry and Meghan, but she's got more and more snarky about them, and she writes some pretty good, incisive articles about them. She's quoted in the Express newspaper as saying, hit after hit, Harry and Meghan have suffered, are in chaos after 12 days of hell. And the hell that she's pinpointing is, of course, the debacle at the United Nations, followed swiftly by the Tom Bower book coming out, the mocking by Justice Alito, the Home Office court case, the judicial review. Harry did, of course, manage to sneak through that first round and get permission to apply for a judicial review. But he hasn't won anything, and it could cost him an arm and a leg. And so that's not great. And then, of course, the Samantha Markle court case rumbles on, the defamation case. And Meghan, a subject of great mockery with all her, oh, it was just my subjective statement of feelings that I grew up an only child. So nothing good going on in the Harkle world. We're going to use the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, and we're going to do a 7-card reading. We're going to see how things are in Montecito or Bel Air or New York or wherever they are holed up. What is going on? How are they each individually? How's the marriage? How's the money? How did they feel going into this month? They must have felt quite good, quite positive. Nobody knew that Tom Bower's book was going to burst on the scene. And how are they going to clap back? So that's what we're looking at now on this end of the month, looking back, a retrospective on the Harkles and their 12 days of hell. Quoting now, of course, Daniela Elsa, and I'll remind you, this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, or just my opinion, or just for fun. And there the cards are. Getting there. I felt the need to smudge the room, which I don't often, so I sprayed my Palo Santo sage, which I have spray on my tarot table. You can't see it, well, sometimes you might catch a glimpse of it, but it lives here. Sometimes I feel the need to give a bit of a spray before or after a read, and I did today. So here we go. Underlying energy is the King of Candles. That's the King of Wands. That's a very positive energy, but I don't think it's Harry and Meghan's energy. I suspect that is Tom Bower with he's going all over the place. He's on lots of news channels, interviewing. He's telling it like it is. He's not holding back. He's having great fun, it seems to me. Very happy, very jolly. He's used the word narcissist, schemer, all kinds of ugly words. He seems to be quite confident that he can say what he like at this moment and at this point and not suffer any legal consequences. I think that's his energy. Don't think it's Meghan's, don't think it's Harry's. The book that has burst upon us and is affording all of us great, well, entertainment isn't the right word. It's quite hard going reading it. I spent this weekend reading it, and it is pretty nasty. Hence the Palo Santo spray that I had to use to try and cleanse my own energy before doing this reading. Situation a signifier for what is going on, and we get the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is ostensibly a very happy card, and so it's quite interesting. The 10 of Potions, of course, 10 of Cups. It's quite interesting that it would have come out as the heart of this reading, the situation that they're finding themselves in, because it's oh so happy. We're doing so well. Couldn't be happier. energy, really, but always with the Ten of Cups you have to be a little bit suspicious. Is that also happy energy real? Is this what they're really feeling? Is this really true? It's often the happy ever after, the illusion, the sort of fairy tale that people conjure around themselves rather than the reality. So that's interesting. So far so good with the Harkles. It all looks rosy. But let's see. How is Prince Harry right now after his allegedly bruising months? Not good. That's more the kind of energy I expect to see. That's the King of Presents. That is the King of Pentacles. And he is in reverse. So one of them at least is feeling very miserable, feeling very down. He's feeling like he's failed. I'm getting this energy often with Prince Harry, the King of Pentacles in reverse. He has upgraded from, generally he's the Knight of Pentacles. He's upgraded to King more often in these readings, but the King in reverse. That's the shadow energy of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the one who makes lots of money. He's very stable, reliable, a good husband, a good provider, a good businessman. You can rely on him, you can count on him. When he's in reverse, he's bad-tempered, he's grumpy, he's sour, he's erratic, he's losing money, he's not a good businessman, he's not a good leader, he's not a good husband, all the rest of it. Prince Harry, Earth Sign man, he's having a tough time. And he is the one that mostly has been bruised this month, according to Daniela Auser, that debacle at the UN, and then mocked mercilessly afterwards. And the court case, the Home Office case, yes, he won, but he didn't win everything, and could cost him, as I say, an arm and a leg. How is Madame doing? Madame the wife. How is she? And we get the Two of Needles, which is the Two of Swords in reverse. Does look rather like her, spinning away that spider's web, making that rather sinister Christmas Father Christmas cape, but it does look rather sinister in this novelty tarot deck. And it's in the reverse, Two of Needles, Two of Swords. That is a decision. A difficult decision that has to be made. The Two of Swords, and when it's upright, you're hesitating, you can't see which way to go. You can't get that from these cards. Particularly, this doesn't really depict what the Two of Swords is about at all, and I do apologize for that. For those of you who are trying to learn tarot and think, how on earth does she come to that conclusion by looking at this red-headed woman sewing away, spinning her web? Not what the Two of Swords is really about. Two of Swords is about decisions, difficult decisions, crossroads. Shall I stay or shall I go? Which way shall I turn? What shall I do? And when the card is in the reverse as it is here, you have to make a decision, a difficult decision. You can't delay it anymore. You have to actually act. And it's usually some form of cutting out. And in my opinion, the cutting out could be the cutting out of a certain prince, a King of Pentacles in reverse, or something that's being cut, something that's being let go of, something that's being shed that no longer serves its purpose. My money is on the King of Pentacles in reverse. But we'll see, because the next card in this reading is, how is the marriage? What is going on there? How are they? Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse, not good. Not good. Legal action, letters writing, could be her. It could be her writing a Dear John kind of a letter. Reasons why this marriage now has to end. This is, of course, my personal opinion, my speculation, and it truly is for entertainment purposes. I really am just entertaining myself today. Judgment in reverse is, we're not getting another go. We're not going to rekindle our romance, because judgment is about second chances, the second coming, the resurrection, waking up to something. It's very often a loud waking up. Could be that there isn't a waking up under him. He hasn't awoken to the true nature of his relationship, where he is, what's going on. The dog has just come to add his, well, not his voice so far, but he's come to stare at me as I'm doing this. A judgment in reverse, he's not waking up to the reality of the situation that he's in. He's blind. She is the one who is wielding the scissors, getting that envelope out to stick the rings in. not waking up, but also not getting a second chance, not renewing vows. There was talk with them that they were going to renew their wedding vows for Netflix, and have this moving moment on TV, and would all shed a tear, and the nature of true love and blah blah, Shakespeare, that sonnet. But no. Not going to happen. And in fact, what could happen is that somebody realizes they made a terribly bad decision, an error of judgment. When judgment is in reverse, that is also what it means. And I'm out of here. Getting a strong feeling of out of here. Prompted by this fella, actually, the book. Just all too much. How's money? What's going on with money with the Harkles right now? The Hierophant. The first thought that comes to my mind, because it is the royal card, one of the many royal cards in these readings, it's the Queen, Her Majesty the Queen, the Taurus. The Hierophant is the person who's in charge, the status, the hierarchy, status quo, the hierarchy. The Queen, of course, is in the position of being head of the church and head of the state as well in the UK. That is the Hierophant. It tells me that there could be some sort of shouting, begging going on, please help us, give us money, to the royal family. It's not telling me that they are earning money and that they have tons of money. It's telling me that there could be calls being made to the royals to get them out of a scrape that they are in. I have read on that in the past, I think, few weeks. There was rumour that Harry was phoning Prince Charles, and saying, please help me, Dad. I'm in a spot of bother with money, and particularly going to be in a spot of bother if this court case goes badly wrong for him. Home Office is going to get their money back, their costs back from has-been. So there is a communication in here in this card, which there isn't normally. I think, my personal opinion, you are welcome to interpret this card completely differently. Personal opinion is that there are pleas to the royal family for a bailout. My personal opinion. How did they feel going into this month, where they're brimming with confidence and enthusiasm for all their projects? We get the Three of Potions, which is the Three of Cups in reverse. Potions of Cups, of course, in this Night Before Christmas tarot deck. Three of Cups is the happy, jolly, celebrating card, and it's come out in the reverse. It's the party card often, and the drinking too much and indulging too much card. But it's being with friends, it's having fun, it's relaxing, it's kicking back, chillaxing, as they used to say about David Cameron and the days when he was Prime Minister of Britain. Three of Potions in reverse, and not happy, not partying, perhaps drinking too much. There is always that energy in the Three of Cups, particularly when it's in the reverse, overindulging, drowning your sorrows, not happy, not being with friends, not partying, not celebrating, gloomy energy. And we saw that at the United Nations. She, of course, had her rictus grin, as people like to call it. She's got a bit Joker-like, that perhaps so much plastic surgery now, in my opinion, allegedly speculating that her face is fixed in that maniacal grin now. But he was very unhappy. And how are they going to react? How are they going to respond to the 12 days of hell that they have been through this July? Nine of Presents, that is the Nine of Pentacles. And for those of you who are familiar with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the Nine of Pentacles is the Freedom card. It is the Independence card, the single card. Normally in Rider-Waite is a woman on her own in a garden. She is surrounded by luxury and wealth and all the good things in life, and she does not need a man by her side because she has everything she needs already. Difficult decision got to be made, cutting, judgment in reverse, fake happiness, help, going out to the royal family, help, very unhappy King of Pentacles. She's making a break for freedom, or she's planning it, my opinion, speculating. She is in the preparation phase, the discard phase, the dismount phase. After she's done her twirls on the beam, she's about to dismount. and disappear, perhaps from his life, but I don't think from the world stage, sadly, for all of us. But yeah, brace yourselves, people. It's coming. It's coming. May not be now, may not be this month or next month or even before Christmas. She's planning it. And we know from Tom Bower's book that she plans these things, and she plans them thoroughly, and she's relentless when she plans them. Might take her a couple of years to catch her next mark, but she's on it. Little Miss Markle is on her next mark. My opinion, for entertainment purposes, and I hope it was entertaining, and I hope that your Sunday afternoon is lovely and happy and jolly, and I will see you hopefully over on the next reading.